Blend it, just a little bit and roll the dice now, show your liking.
Hello everybody and welcome back to D&D Blender. I am your humble DM Tim, and today we once again have the full cast of characters. As Rex we have James. As Knick-Knack we have Indy.
Yay.
Try again. No.
Hi.
There it is. As Nissa, we have Georgia.
Hello.
And as Roosh, we have Leash.
Hi.
In the last session, the group consisting of Rex, Knick-Knack, and Roosh successfully defeated the construction site of horrors, releasing the workers from their servitude of the evil construction being built there, and then murdering them with a steamroller as they were beamed out of...
Hey, we didn't choose that.
It still happened. So, as they were being teleported back, you see, as you are all beaming back in, you see what appears to be your home and Zaz's laboratory, but then as soon as everything begins to come into focus, there's another flash and you are snapped back away again. And you materialize in front of what appears to be a very large... So you all materialize, and you see standing in... actually, not when I say standing, I mean being carried aloft by a large crowd of cheering people is Nissa going... Hail Nissa, Slayer of the Terrasque! Hail Nissa, Slayer of the Terrasque! And you see a red-colored Darius as well.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi. You guys missed a lot.
Well, so did you.
Likewise. Where did you guys go?
Where's sent us?
Huh.
Where did you go?
I went and met Selena. And I killed this thing behind me. The Kraken helped, but you know, it's dead too, so.
Right.
I walk over here to
Mm-hmm.
one of the teeth and I just start cutting.
Mm-hmm. You notice the one directly beside you has actually had the tip removed from it.
Then I go to the next one and I start cutting.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole tooth.
Right.
Like I go down because I want meat on the bone.
Okay.
So, like, do we know what a Terrasque is?
Well, this is a Terrasque, this giant creature that's standing in front of you. You've heard of such a beast in tales of legend of a giant beast that once roamed around the land and destroyed most of the surface world.
So, you killed that thing?
Yes, actually, I did.
With a... what did
Still
you
only
call
one
it?
thing.
Well, I was, I had the Kraken with me, but it killed the Kraken and swallowed me, and I kind of, stabbed it through the stomach and somehow hit its heart.
Good job.
What's a Kraken?
Oh, it's that thing over there. Nissa's just going to point towards where the Kraken is.
Yeah,
laying.
okay, so I'll show you... Hang on, here we go. I'll load up the objects here so you can see... So just off the table, this is what you see laying dead. And this is the full scale, a very small version of the thing that you see there. So you see all these tentacles and this creature sitting off the edge of the land. As you look around past the Terrasque, you actually notice that you're inside the ruins of a city, and the Kraken is actually where the ocean dock would have been. That's where the Terrasque, where the Kraken was, and the Kraken and the Terrasque looked like they were locked in battle. The tentacles of the Kraken are still actually wrapped around the Terrasque at the moment.
Right. Okay, cool. Where are we?
I actually don't know. You'll have to ask Darius that.
Darius,
Darius, where are we?
this is the ruined city of Waterdeep.
Ring any bells?
Is there water?
You can roll a history check if you like.
Yeah. History. I'm actually good at that. Let's see if the computer agrees. The computer agrees! 21!
21. Very good. You recognize the name. It is one of the more famous cities on the surface world, known for being a place of great commerce at its height, and where the Terrasque never actually made it to in the original end of the world. But it was turned into a land of the undead for a very long period of time, and so it was abandoned to its fate. But it appears that over time, since you have been under... Oh, jeez, what the hell is that? Oh, it's you! You're stabbing me in the foot with your toenail. Over time, the populace have moved back in and begun to rebuild. Although you can't really tell that now because it's been all completely destroyed again.
Okay. I don't understand why we're here. We're supposed to be at home. Like, I'm glad to see you, Nissa. I'm glad to see that you're alive and well and being successful, and I wave my hands vaguely at whatever it is you're doing. But we're meant to be at home? We got interrupted on our way there?
Yes, Selena probably pulled you in. She said she meant to pull all of us through, but apparently only I turned up, so...
Well, it looks like you did good
Right.
just by yourself.
Yeah, well, I suspect that we should be getting back to the Equinox soon, so...
And as you say that, and also if you look above, the Terrasque itself has actually been chained down by a large metal net, and above, holding the net, is actually the Serenity, the ship that you were rescued by. And then floating down, from the dock of the ship is a figure that none of you recognize, but she drifts down rather gracefully and settles
I do, though.
among the group. Yes, Nissa recognizes her.
Hi, Selena!
This is really weird.
She nods at you and just goes, "Ah, good, I finally got all of you."
Yeah, they just showed up.
Hi, I guess.
Yes. Hello, Roosh. How are you doing today? It's good to finally catch up with you again.
I'm a little confused.
Well, that is understandable. From what I gathered from my conversation with Nissa, There seems to have been a slight problem in our original plan, and we've been forced to improvise from this point on.
Yeah, but I thought I was going back home to see Zaz and to go to the next bit to get the next bit.
Well, that's
I'm not
why
there.
that's why I brought you here. It turns out after Nissa had finished defeating this creature, and she turns around. Good work, by the way.
Thank you.
We began scans once you had returned, and we found another piece right here. In fact, right over there. And she points at the Terrasque.
Oh, don't tell me I got to go back inside that thing.
Yes,
How far?
I'm afraid you're going to have to go back inside that thing.
But I just got out.
Well, then you'll have plenty of experience getting yourself back in there, won't you?
Do I have to go back in the stomach? I really don't like it in the stomach.
Well, I don't know where it is exactly. It's somewhere over there, inside that thing.
Yeah, well, the stomach burns, so I'd rather not go back in there. Thank you.
Well, that's fair enough, fair enough.
What do you mean it burns? Is he on fire on the inside?
Oh, no, well, I think it's acid.
Ah, melts.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. Wave saved
I
me
bet
from most
not.
of it, but, yeah.
Selena approaches Knick-Knack and goes, oh, hello, I'm not sure that I recognize you.
Oh, this is Knick-Knack.
Ah, and turns to you, Roosh. Friends of yours?
They own a, adventuring store in... I forgot the name of our city.
Smallville.
In Underground Town.
Smallville.
Smallville. And, after selling us a bit of stuff, they decided they wanted to come with us and help and save the world, so I wasn't going to object to more help.
Oh, very well. And she looks down at what she has in her hand, looks like a small stone, and she taps a couple of runes on it and goes, noted. Okay. So, I will leave you to the next phase of your mission, I suppose. You may require these. And she hands you a small bag.
Thank you.
Welcome.
What's inside?
You open it up, and it looks like a small, almost like a baby's pacifier, but with big tubes at the back, sticking off the side. And he goes, these will help you breathe inside that creature where there may not be any air.
How do you work the thing?
Just put it in your mouth and breathe, just like this.
Ah. Okay. This is all new and exciting.
Yes. So she really goes, I only prepared for 4. One moment. And then she taps her little stone again, and a red Darius flies down from the ship and gives her another one. Goes, thank you. And then she holds it over the bag and drops it in. There you are. Just in case you need 5.
Awesome.
This is going to walk over and grab one.
Well, I will leave you to it. I have other things to attend to. I'll make sure this creature is secured and get ready to take it back to the Citadel. Darius, with me. And she walks off, and Darius follows. You say, good.
I
Look.
stare after them.
And then she starts talking with the other thing, and you look like she's like looking at the little stone, and she's tapping on the runes, and she's looking around, going, "Oh, okay, I see. Yep, all right, very well." And she's like pointing at the different Darius units and getting them to do all their work, and they're securing the Terrasque down. They're going through checking the injured, making sure that all of them are kept well away, and it begins directing all these different colored Darius that keeps coming down to do different things. Some of them begin erecting temporary shelters, all sorts of bits and pieces. So basically, the emergency services have arrived in the form of Darius.
Very cool. Nissa,
Yeah?
what is she?
I don't know. I really don't. She just said she knew Darius, so I figured I could trust her. And then a bunch of Darius has turned up, so
Zaz seems to know her too, so...
well, she sent me to kill a big thing, and I like killing big things, so
She read you well then.
yeah.
Alright, well, I
Also,
suppose we better get
it's-
this over with.
Yeah, it's very dark and slimy in there, just to let you know. And try and avoid the stomach.
Better than being out in the sun.
It's really not.
It really is. I much
No,
prefer
it's-
the
it's-
underground.
Yeah, well, the underground generally doesn't stink or, be slimy.
Do you have
Well.
anything to add to this knick-knack?
No. Knick-knack's tired. Knick-knack wishes to rest.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. Do you guys want to actually, sleep before we go in there? Because I don't know if there's anything worse than the acid.
Like, how expediently do we have to go into the thing? Like, she mentioned things about taking it places and all sorts, like... Like, I'm okay, but if you guys want to have a sleep, I'd rather go in there prepared first.
Well, you can probably tell from looking at me that I did not have a good time killing this thing.
Yeah, she's burnt to
Nissa
shit.
is- Yeah, I'm probably covered in acid burns and definitely not looking very happy.
Mm-hmm.
Nick is also.
What time of day was it when we left Zaz originally?
It was about midday.
Okay, so it'd probably be like
It's
late
actually
afternoon.
yeah, exactly.
Well,
Yeah. The
late
ti-
afternoon for us.
yeah, the time that actually no, because of the positions, it's actually morning.
Yeah, but in terms of how long we've been up, it'd be like late afternoon for us who've been awake.
True. Yes. Yes. So if you wish to have
Wow,
a
my computer is really struggling.
sleep, you may. If you wish to just dive straight in, you may also do that.
Well,
Nissa
here is
definitely
25
wants to
hit
sleep.
points, Nissa.
Oh, thank you.
And I'll tap you on the shoulder and cast a 5th level Cure Wounds.
Ooh.
So I can do that now.
Okay, yeah, Nissa is looking a lot better. Not
Excellent.
100%, but a lot better.
I can do that one more time.
How far through am I getting this tooth out?
By this time, you would have managed to get it out. You actually encounter a certain amount of difficulty getting it because as you're chipping away at the flesh, like you hit it like 3 times, but then by the time you've got to the 3rd hit, the first hit is already healed because it appears to be slowly healing itself as you're hacking at it. So you start getting just eventually you start kicking and punching it, and you eventually dislodge it.
So, does it? Would I notice that?
Do any of us notice it healing, or?
Healing? Yeah.
No, you guys are busy talking.
Could I examine it for something of value?
Okay, if you wish.
You'll also probably notice that the missing piece of the end of that tooth is actually on a necklace around Nissa's neck now, along with the other.
I don't know
dragon teeth.
if around your neck is the appropriate description for that. Protruding violently off the top of your chest is probably more.
Well, it was only the very end, a similar size to the little teeth I've got currently on it.
Yeah. Yeah, the Terrasque
Like-
wouldn't even miss that chunk that she actually removed.
I probably wouldn't even notice that that's missing.
Yeah,
How
exactly.
far away I am from it. Like,
Yeah. But Nick Knack, if you is in the course of your doing things, if you want to investigate, you may certainly do that.
I'm rolling really low.
And I would have been aiming to get some meat.
I
as
know.
well.
I heard you the first time.
Oh no, that's all right.
My statement stands.
trying to remember what eating the Terrasque did.
Yes. So you have
I think it was very good.
So you have a tooth that's basically 4 times your size with a little bit of meat attached to the end of it.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
I start tying a rope around the end of the tooth.
Okay.
I got an 11.
11. You investigate, and it just appears to be a large, monstrous creature. You've never seen anything quite this big, but then when Rex wrenches the tooth out, after about 10 minutes, another tooth just grows straight back.
Oh, I'm gonna. Hey, guys, I've been
Yeah?
investigating this here Terrasque, and it's healing. Another
Huh.
Rex pulled a tooth out. Another tooth came in. I think I want to stay clear of this creature.
Well, my bit of tooth isn't doing anything, so. Oh, also,
What is that
I suggest-
hissing sound coming through your thing, Leash?
Probably the fan.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. It's alright.
On my way here, the Equinox went up in somewhere that Darius called the upper atmosphere or something. I suggested that that they throw the Terrasque out there.
Hmm?
So hopefully rehealing shouldn't be an issue once it's, not in our atmosphere. I basically told them to yeet it into space.
Yeah.
Haven't we suggested that before?
I have no idea, but the fact that it's come back again is a pretty good indication that they probably should just yeet the thing into space.
They've tried. Come back.
Preferably towards the sun.
But what if it ate the sun?
Preferably away
Then
from
we
the
would
sun.
crash into it! Problem solved!
Probably just cause a few more issues.
Oh, good lord.
It doesn't matter, we're living underground, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm not
We
sure
don't need the
that's.
sun.
I'm not sure how that's how that works, but okay.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a scientist, I'm just a blacksmith.
All right, so Nick Knack doesn't want to go in there. Nick Knack is also tired. Rex has a massive tooth that he's now pulling around behind him like a wagon. Roosh and Nissa, what are you guys doing?
Well, Nissa's gonna do whatever the whole group wants to do because she's not overly keen on going back inside the Terrasque.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hungry. I need to cook this. And I've
As
also got
in,
the other
like-
dangling a leg off me as well.
Right now, this second, or can it wait until we get the thing out of inside the big thing?
But I'm hungry.
I mean, I'm sure if you ask Darius, they can cut off some chunks for you to save for later.
Rex doesn't really understand what later is a lot of the time.
I know, I was being optimistic. Rex, eat
Well, it
your
sounds
leg.
like Rex wants to sit and eat food.
Eat your leg. Leave the tooth out here. We can't drag it all the way back through the stomach. It will be gone by the time we get through it because it will be eaten up by acid. And you won't get to eat it.
But someone will steal it.
No one's gonna steal it. Darius will
They
take
want it
guard.
for themselves.
Darius will guard
Well,
it.
What's to stop you from cutting it off again? It just regrew back.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it was hard.
I'll help you this time.
Mm,
And I don't
Okay.
want to eat it, so you can eat it all
I can-
yourself, but I will still help you.
but I can eat my other leg.
Yeah, eat the leg. The leg might just be better for you anyway.
All right. So, you create a nice campfire. And have a bit of a camp out while Rex consumes his...
So we're doing a long rest or a short rest?
Up to you guys what you want to do.
I want a long rest.
It should reset everyone's stats anyway, so.
Mm-hmm. All right, so if you guys want a long rest, you may certainly do that now. Right towards... now I've got to add a thing here. Give me a second. You guys can discuss around the campfire stuff while this is going on if you like.
Thanks. That requires me to know what to say.
Mm-hmm.
So what actually happened when you guys went to the other place?
We talked to the guy in charge, and he didn't give a frick about the world ending or helping us or anything. And so we had to go into the actual, like, dungeon thing. Fortunately, they were still busy building it. And there were a bunch of busies there, and they were really, like, say helpful. But they, like, told us where to go and who to look out for and that sort of thing. And then we found our way to this weird temple in the middle. And there was this flappy red dude. Kind of like Selena, but, like, also different. He didn't have bony wings. He had, like, bat wings, but red. And, he was slowly killing the busies. So we killed him. Or we chased him, rather. We chased him all over the place. Turns out he had the thing that we wanted. Yeah, but then he did this sort of weird thing, and Zaz has done it before, and I never like it when he does it. He went kind of, like, invisible, but also disappeared at the same time.
Oh, well, that
And we
was
couldn't
rude.
find him. Yeah. Luckily, Will knows a super helpful spell, which we were able to, because we'd seen the puzzle piece, we used the spell to find out where it went, and it was back out the front with the boss dude. So we went back out the front. We found some wizard, whose name I can't remember, it's gone out of my head. Another really tall busy. Apparently they were harvesting his blood, and it turns out his blood, when you paint it
Nullzor.
and say magic words, it turns into things. And so we needed to get through out the front, and they'd made like this giant rock roly-poly smashing thing that was waiting to hit us when we went out the front door. So he made a side door by painting in his blood on the wall. He made a tunnel with his own blood and said the magic words, and then it became real until we walked out the side wall into the office of the boss dude and charged them from behind. And then Rex flipped the roly-poly thing over onto its side. And then got the puzzle piece. We killed the boss dude and the red flappy dude. And then Zaz zapped us out. Yeah, he got dinner. And then Zaz was zapping us out right as the roly-poly thing got right side up and started rolling towards us. And it would have hit all the poor dwarves behind us.
Huh.
So now we know why that tomb never got finished. The roly-poly thing killed all the people there.
Huh.
Yes.
Aside from the couple of people that we killed.
They were my.
Sounds like you guys had a really interesting day.
I mean, yours wasn't so bad. Like, you
Well, the
got
corpse
to
one was
ride
awesome.
a tentacle thing and kill a big toothy thing.
Yeah, well, my day was awesome. Both big things died, so I'm happy.
Just as the end of your rest is coming to its end, you all get awoken. Sorry?
Did we get to decide on a short rest or a long rest?
I think you're doing long rest.
Long, yeah.
Okay.
So you're all awoken by suddenly a.
I would have sent a sending spell to Zaz, just checking in with him using one of my free spell slots before we went to sleep.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, he just he goes, oh yeah, that's okay. I spoke with Selena. She informed me. A little bit, a bit rude, but okay. Good luck.
Yep.
Anyway,
Before we go, I'd like to take a sample of the
Terrasque's what?
blood.
Blood. Okay. Whatever implements.
When we go inside, Nick-Nuck, you can take as much as you want.
Yeah, whatever implements you would have that would attempt to pierce the skin do not penetrate.
Yeah, you'll have more luck inside. Also, does anyone else hear that?
Yes. So you've all been woken up by the sound of.
Ah,
I don't have the clock thingies anymore, do I?
No, you do not.
I suggest if we're going to get inside the thing, we go now before it
yes.
wakes up.
Let's go.
That's the waking up noise. Okay, let's go.
Is
No,
it a
I think
double
that's
beat
actually
we
the
hear?
heart.
Is it a double beat or is it a single beat that we hear?
You hear the sound of a heartbeat, a very loud
Okay.
heartbeat coming from behind you. All right.
Yeah, if we want to get in before it actually, chomps us.
So
Yeah, all right, let's go.
Who's
Let's
leading
go, let's
the
go,
way?
let's go.
I'll just run towards it. So
Okay.
I think we're all just helter-skeltering in.
Yeah. All right.
I'm just going to get a drink. I'll be right back.
No worries.
While Nissa is getting a drink, I'm going to equip my armor. Because that'll take me 10 minutes!
Mm-hmm.
Well, theoretically, if you had to get dressed for battle in a hurry, it'd take you like 3.
All right. I will give you the descriptive texts. Natural light shines a series of densely packed, curved white and yellow columns ahead of you. Now behind you, a fleshy pink floor undulates slightly, and then it hits you. You're in the Terrasque's mouth. Of course you are. He's like, what the hell are we doing in the Terrasque's mouth? Behind you, a gaping portal of the creature's esophagus descends further into its anatomy.
This is really dumb. Alright, well, since we've had a long rest, I am going to look for protection from magic. Make sure I've got that prepared. Protection from stuff. My Google Chrome is being really slow.
Can I get everyone to make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Is this against something that I can see?
It's against the room, so sure.
Okay.
24.
24?
15.
11. India. 15?
Oh, hang on. No, not 15. Apparently, my dice on the screen hadn't finished rolling.
Oh, that's
So
fine.
that's a 3.
3. Okay.
18.
That's a natural 1, by the
Alright.
way.
So both Knick-Knack and Roosh, you the tongue or the floor that you're standing on suddenly undulates slightly, and you slide back towards the hole. You guys manage to maintain your footing.
Guys, you're supposed to make your way in there slowly, not get swallowed. You'll end up in the stomach.
Can I? I'll just go forward.
All right. Ooh, I need my eraser. Hang on. Because we're doing it this way now. Loud fan. Loud fan.
Is that me? Sorry.
Yeah, very loud fan. All right. So you can see now. Hopefully you can see that now. Did that reveal properly? Yeah.
I have a shadow at the end of the mouth.
But you can see the throat, yeah?
Not the full throat, just the entrance.
Can't see here, but can see like there's something just here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
Better? There we go. So you see the esophagus before you. And then leading off to the side, there appears to be a tube, and there's other tubes that head further down. What is it you wish to do?
Walk back up to the others.
Alright. Knick-Knack, were you just soldiering on?
Yeah.
Alright. You see Knick-Knack just go, alright, and then just disappears down the tunnel.
If
Don't
it's,
come all the way down, that's the way to the stomach.
If it's dark, I'll have a fire, like a.
You light a torch?
I'll light my
Yeah.
I've got Duracrop, so I can.
Yeah,
light.
easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna slowly like hold the side and make my way down and sort of like stick my head around through here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The tunnel heads down, and then you see what appears to be a small hole at the end. You're not exactly sure where it leads.
So Nissa, maybe you should point us in the right direction.
Well, when I was coming out, I just went for the hole with the light at the end because I couldn't see anything, really. Would I actually know which one's the one to the stomach?
The furthest one. You passed the other two on the way out.
Knick-Knack, do not go all the way down. The stomach's down there.
Yes, I wasn't going to. Knick-Knack's an adventure.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's down the other two. I know I passed them on my way out, but, I was kind of trying to get out.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Miss is going to be walking forward as well, so she's like up near.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will go to. Just trying to find the spell that I would have prepared for being in the stomach.
Alright. So as you are standing there, you suddenly feel the whole structure that you're in. A large wind blows and actually blows straight down this direction here. Oh, hang on. Here.
Well, I think that's safe to say that goes to the lungs.
That would make sense.
Also, if this thing's awake now, we should probably get out of this main throat pit.
Everyone in this area here, dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh my god.
23.
3.
Non-natural 20.
Okay.
I rolled it.
9.
9. Okay. Knick-knack?
Oh, I've got 7.
7. All right. Knick-knack and Rex, as you are talking about this, again, the area convulses and Knick-knack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's really stupid I'm rolling so low for dexterity.
You end up getting slid further down the mouth of this creature, the throat of this creature.
I'm gonna move away from where I slid down.
So you're gonna move further back up.
Yes.
All right. Make a strength check, because you're actually finding you've actually been pretty badly crushed by the muscles of this thing.
I don't know why
I'm
I
going to
keep
be trying to get up
rolling
into this
Wait, am I?
tunnel from where I am.
I rolled a 2.
All right. So you make no progress, Rex. Same deal for you, mate.
Same. Just straight strength.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, 24.
Yeah. So you go, "Nyeh!" and get yourself back up.
Someone's gonna have to go get Knick-knack.
I make sure to stand here, out of this tunnel.
Nissa's gonna pull out her 50 feet of rope. If someone takes,
I was about to say, has anyone got any rope?
yeah. If one of us takes this down to Knick-knack and the other ones pull us up. Did I just
well-
volunteer myself?
You did, because then the strong people are up the top.
Right. Well, here, hold this, and Nissa's gonna hand Roosh the end of the rope.
All right.
I will take the end of the rope.
And
All right. Knick-knack, another strength check, please.
I would have gotten a 10.
10. All right. Woo.
Oh god, strength is not my forte.
Oh, please don't tell me that's a sphincter.
No, you don't know.
No, I don't know. But that would be unfortunate if it is.
I will say a lot of this map actually overlays on things. So like that blue tube isn't actually part of this tube.
Radio.
It's a cross section.
A vein, if you will.
Yes.
all right, Nissa's gonna run down as far down the throat as she can with the rope,
Okay. So you begin
which
to
is about here-ish.
Yeah, so you get to there. Well, actually, once you get to this point here, the throat is actually closed because of the muscles are contracting. So in order to move down this way, you're going to need to make strength checks.
Great.
I'm gonna move down closer to
11.
Rex. Thank you. So we
Yeah, I
can
got
both hold the
11.
rope.
So what you got in this one?
11.
11. All right. So you try to force your way through, but it's not working. Then suddenly, gulp. Ah!
I wouldn't have quite made it that far. I could make it
No,
50 feet. and
you just got swallowed.
Yeah, but I'm still got the whole end of the rope.
All right. So how far is it? So 5,
It's a
10,
50-foot
15,
rope.
20,
50
25,
feet.
30, 35, 40, 45, 50. All right, cool. So that's your maximum range there.
Mhm.
Wow, cool.
Knick-knack, where are you?
I'm here! I got the I got the fire light, so you might be able to see me.
Yeah, you see,
well-
you do see a bit of light coming from further down, but the muscles are making it difficult.
Well, Nissa is now going to have to let go of the rope to try and get further down to him. That's a 16 strength check.
Yep. So you're able just to use your normal movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright, so you make it down to Knick-Knack. Knick-Knack, strength check for you, please.
I'm rolling terribly. I got 5.
Alright. So just as you're reaching out, a gulp.
Am I dead?
Knick-Knack!
Oh.
And then splash.
Oh.
Am I?
Rex, the rope has gone slack.
Can they hear us now that the throat is closed up?
You can try.
Rush!
Yeah, perception from the two of you guys if you're listening out.
Well.
That's a two on the dice.
No, they don't hear you.
8.
The rope's gone slack, Rex. I don't like this.
Maybe she's just got stuck.
Oh, Nissa's gonna follow them down.
Alright.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Oh wow, yeah, Nissa gets swallowed.
So
Better being stuck than
splash.
like down where that's going.
Pull the rope with me and let's see if she's still attached.
Okay.
Yeah,
Start, like,
yeah, you guys pull the rope and there's no weight at the end of it at all. You just pull it up and it's just slime.
like after we get the rope back, I'm like sniff, sniff, and then lick. I've had better.
Yeah, you take 1 point of acid damage.
Okay.
How do you feel about rescuing people? Think we might have to.
Where do you think I've gone?
Well, Nissa said that that tunnel led to the tummy, the stomach, and that it was full of acid.
Also,
So,
Nissa and Knick-Knack, if I can get you guys to roll initiative while this conversation is going on, please.
so my guess is that they're fallen in the acid pool and can't get out.
22.
We might have to go help them up.
15.
Nice. Ah, where's my fingers here?
You really want to go down there?
Alright.
Nope.
Oh,
How do
well,
I?
while you
Well, this
guys,
is what good friends do.
so while you guys are having this conversation, Knick-Knack and Nissa. Now, can you see any enemies in this room, just by the way?
Mm-hmm.
You can. Alright, cool. I wasn't sure whether this was going to work or not. But awesome. Alright. So, Knick-Knack and Nissa. Knick-Knack, you slide in first, so you'll actually go first, then Nissa will show up. So let me just roll initiative for these creatures. Oop, rolling the whole hand there. Oh, yeah, that's the one I want. 16. Alright. Alright, give me a second here. Stomach. That's right. Alright, you, as you are standing there, the acid on the ground jumps up and begins to attack you. So it's going to reach out with its slimy pseudopod thing. 8 to hit. Knick-knack.
Oh, no, it didn't hit me.
Doesn't hit. All right. And this one here will move up and attempt the same. 12 to hit.
No.
And then this stuff here begins to slide up towards you as well. All right. So that's you get around Knick-knack.
Shot?
She's gonna shoot at it.
Well, since there's I might just, if it's right in front of me, I might just stab it.
Okay. Roll an attack.
I rolled a 17 plus whatever.
No, that definitely hits. What type of damage is this, by the way?
It's just a dagger damage, so...
No, it says it's light thrown, range, simple...
Be slashing.
Slashing damage?
Yeah. Piercing.
Piercing.
Piercing damage. Alright, cool. So you do 7 points of damage to this creature, and as you stab it, it spits out at you, and you take 5 acid damage.
I can do more shots.
Yep.
So
Go for it.
I can also do a bonus
Do a second attack with your...
with my things.
You're not using your crossbows. You've only got your dagger out. You can use a single crossbow. You can't use the second one though. Actually, no, you can.
Yeah, I've got a special ability.
I know you've got 4 hands. I was saying, but you've only armed 1 weapon. But you have 4 hands. So yeah, technically you can do this. Go. Fire 2 shots.
Okay, 28.
28 hits. Roll for damage. 7 again. And next one.
Really can't miss. 25.
25 hits. And
6.
6. Alright. And then, again, as your bolts sink in, take another 1 and another 4. So you take 5 additional acid damage.
I can disengage and hide. I might just, if they keep throwing things.
Well, if you fired your 3 shots with your crossbow, that's your bonus action. So you can't disengage. Hide. Nissa, you're up.
Nissa's gonna take one look at them, come up next door.
Mm-hmm.
And just start swinging wave at them.
Go for it.
19 to hit.
19 hits, yep.
Seven damage.
7 damage. What damage is wave?
Wave is piercing.
Piercing. Alright, cool. And your bonus attack for the rear end?
Oh, I've got 2 attacks per action anyway.
Cool. So do 2 and then your additional.
24.
It hits.
Yep. 6 damage.
6.
21 for the end of it.
Yep, hits.
That was another 5 damage.
5 damage. Alright, cool. The oozes, and then we'll do knick-knack, and then it'll be up to Roosh and Rex to begin their actions. Alright, so this ooze comes around. Alright. So this one here attacks Knick-knack for 22.
That'll hit me.
Alright. 9 bludgeoning damage. 14 acid.
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
In addition, non-magical armor worn by the target is partially dissolved and takes a -1 penalty. So your armor is now 1 less than what it was.
Is that temporary?
Nope, it's permanently dissolved.
Sucks.
Second one, yes. 7 bludgeoning. And another 19 acid.
That means that Nick is down.
Alright.
I mean, the other one is still...
So it's the legs or the heads?
I'll just say that the head
Okay.
is down.
So, Nissa, as you see this thing begin to hit into it, the top section of Nick falls completely off, but the legs are still standing.
Okay.
And then this one is going to swing at you, Nissa, and completely miss. Death saving throw for Nick, please. Just roll me a d20. Four, so that's 1 fail. So you get to do your actions now.
Is that me?
Yes, you, yeah.
I'm gonna use the turn. Knack is gonna try and, give medicine.
So you have a healing potion?
Yeah.
Alright. So you see, finally, Nissa, as a second goblin emerges from the bottom of the coat, crawls over to the top section of the coat, pulls out a healing potion and pours it down the throat of the other goblin.
Okay. Not the weirdest thing I've seen this week.
Alright, Roosh and Rex, what are you guys doing?
Arguing, I think.
Probably. Neither of us really want to go down that tunnel. But we have
I
to
think
help
we-
our friends, Rex!
I think we just go this other way and see if there's a shortcut.
A shortcut to the stomach through the windpipe.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how bodies work, Rex.
Why not? We can make a hole.
And shout as we go.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I
Disconnected.
think. Yeah, I think I only caught like the end of that. So I don't know what
Did you get cut off, James?
I think she did.
Right.
So I only caught the end of what she just said then.
I've also been booted.
Yeah, I'm just loading
Look,
it.
I'm guessing the wireless isn't working for me, so I'm gonna go jump onto the wired plug.
Yep, no worries.
I will rejoin in a second.
I've just resent the invite for you. Also, Knick-Knack, did you want to just disengage and back away after that?
Well... Yeah, I might.
Alright. So you've healed up. So Knack has healed up Nick, and then they've both disengaged and backed up.
Yeah, I think he'd be at 9 and the other one's at...
Yeah.
30.
Cool. Well, he's no longer dying anyway, so you can get rid of your death save thing.
I would like to run down the windpipe, shout as loud as I can until it picks up.
Alright.
Stab where I hear this as well.
Okay.
5,
So
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Alright, so you end up... Oh, wrong thing. Hang on. All right. So you make it to there. Nissa and actually, Nick, what's your passive perception?
Is it with
Passive perception.
It
has
plus
a
4.
passive perception.
Oh, it's 14.
Thank you. Okay. You didn't hear anything. Nissa, your passive perception.
16.
16. All right. You hear screaming from somewhere in the Terrasque. You hear Rouge going, "Guy, where are you?"
Oh, I think they're trying to find us, Nick. Mac?
I would have sprinted as well.
All right.
So that, and I'll at a slightly faster jog.
All right. So what's your max speed?
40 feet. So I technically can go 80.
All right.
But I'll just keep up with the slow one.
All right. So you end up here. There's a path left and a path right. And a path straight ahead as well. But I'll get you guys to roll initiative, please. Rex and Nissa. Rouge, sorry.
We haven't had this problem while we've been playing on separate weeks, Georgia. The minute we're back together again.
16.
Maybe it's my connection.
Above 10. Woohoo!
Alright. And I'll put Rex above the ooze because he'll have a higher initiative modifier.
Mine's +3.
Yeah. Theirs is flat. Alright. Cool. Alright, so that's Rex and Roosh. You guys are done. Back to the top. Nissa.
Did we need them?
Nissa is gonna.
Nissa heard you guys, but she hasn't had a chance to respond yet. So.
Right.
Roosh, is that you?
You're actively listening, so perception with advantage.
I got a 50.
Non-natural 20.
I got 50.
Yep, you definitely hear each other. You've managed to establish the connection now. So you guys can just shout and you'll be able to hear each other.
Trying to get the shout down.
Yeah. So we'll wait for your turn, Roosh, before you get to respond. Nissa, rest of your turn now.
Yeah, Nissa's gonna go straight to next to Nick Mac.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can disengage or not.
You can choose to as an action, but you won't be able to do anything else. What I'm going to do here as well...
Okay, well in that case, I'm just gonna...
It's because they're now two separate entities, I'm just going to do this.
Alright, well I just opened myself to an opportunity attack.
Okie dokie. So this guy swings at you. 9 to hit.
Nope.
Alright.
I'm going to touch whoever's the legs
Mm-hmm.
and cast Long Strider.
Okay. So you have an extra 10 feet of movement. Knack.
And just pretty much say, run as fast as you can.
I'm gonna run.
Okay. Rex. It has been
Which way
established.
did we hear them?
Straight ahead, basically, but it's difficult to tell. There's also a large coming from this side.
As much as I would like to run in that direction, I know Roosh would probably hit me in the back of the head if I chose to run that way. So I will continue running this direction.
Alright. Oh, I didn't mean to reveal the map. Sorry, hang
20. Yeah, so I can't see past here.
on. Oop, hang on. I keep on doing this. I need to put this object just back on the table permanently. There you go.
Cool. So 5, 10, 15, 20,
So this is
25.
Yeah, the tunnel goes to there, and then that's the exit point just here.
Okay, can I see what's past there? Or...
Yeah.
Ooh. 25. I'm assuming this looks like some sort of raised.
Yeah, you're sort
platform.
of on a weird raised platform, yeah, and there's like weird slimy bits and pieces all about here.
I might just chill here and wait for Rouge.
Okay, okay. I'll put the block there.
And I'll probably yell out, hold on, Slowpokes, we're coming to find you!
Alright. Back to the ooze. This ooze moves up to here. This ooze moves up to here. This ooze moves up to here. This one's going to attack Nick for an 18.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, Nick's unconscious again.
Oh, well, I was gonna swap them around.
Well, no, it's attacking them individually. They're not in the stack anymore. You didn't have time to make the stack, so it's now just Nick and Knack.
Oh, so he's got the weaker one.
Yeah. And this one's going to attack Knack with a natural 1. And then this one's going to attack 19 to hit you, Nissa.
Yeah, that hits.
You take 7 bludgeoning damage.
7? I would have 776 hit.
So 7 bludgeoning damage. Yeah, and James, just so you know, not gonna fucking happen, alright? So,
What?
continue to dream as much as you like. Not gonna fucking happen. 19, so what was it? 7 bludgeoning damage, 19 acid damage, and your armor isn't magical, is it, Nissa?
I don't think so.
All right, so you take a -1 penalty to your armor.
It's just straight leather.
Yeah, so yeah, you take a total of 26 damage, and you lose 1 point of AC.
Okay. I'll have to pretend that that's down one.
Yeah. All right. Knickknacks, your turn.
So,
Oh, never mind. I figured out how to make it go back to 16.
if Nick's down, does he need a death saving throw?
He will, yes. So he's down again. So roll a d20. Three, another fail. So he's only failed once though, because you got him back up on his feet. So you got 1. No. But yes, you got your turn now. What do you want to do?
I don't know. I'll attack.
All right. So you only get your 2 attacks this time, because you won't get your bonus attack because your other half's down.
4. So I will.
That hits. Roll for damage.
7.
7. Second attack. You just don't get your third.
19.
19 hits.
7.
7 again. At least you're consistent.
Can I disengage?
You can, but you're going to leave Nick behind.
I was gonna take him
Right, well, you need to use your whole action to move him, to do the disengage, so... alright. Roosh.
Who's down? Is it Nick or Knack?
Nick, the top half.
Okay.
I am charging in after Rex in the direction that we heard Nissa's voice.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's there for 30.
Can I see around that corner?
If you step here, you can, yeah. Oop.
Bye, thing.
Does the Terrasque have heartworm?
It's not its heart. So as you
looks like.
as you step inside this area here, you see and you feel like the wind blowing around you as this chamber expands and contracts. And hanging on the walls that don't appear to have noticed you are these 2 giant worms. Well, it may be its heart, actually. Yeah, it is its heart. My apologies, I was wrong.
Why am I not surprised the Terrasque has worms?
Yep. He ate the vet that was supposed to give him heart. So it's to be expected. If we're in its heart, then we're probably being squished, right?
Like, the whole chamber is very slowly. It goes, "Gah, gah." It's not pumping very, very hard. And you actually see at the far end of the chamber, I should say. Hang on, where is it? There's a hole that hasn't quite healed over yet, which leads to a different chamber.
I would like to gun for that hole.
Alright, so you're just going to dash.
Nissa said that she'd claw her way out.
What's your movement speed? 25?
Yes.
Alright, so you got there with 30. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Alright, so you get you in between the 2. As you approach there, they activate. Ooh, with lower initiative than you.
Hey! And I will continue making a lot of noise, so they would definitely not have not.
Alright. Yes, these are dire roundworms. So.
Nest.
Alright. So as you go in, they move in and attack you, Roosh.
Good luck.
Yep.
And there's a natural 20.
So this is its first whip attack. So 2d8 plus 4, so 16, 20 already.
Hang on. What did they roll?
A natural 20.
Plus what?
Plus 7.
No, it's a natural 20. It automatically hits.
Yeah.
Look, it's 27. That hits me.
Yeah.
26 hits me.
Yeah, but
Yeah. So anyway, you take 30 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's the last time I wish you luck. Jeez.
That is 25.
Nope.
And the clasp is less than that. All right. And the second one misses 19. That's 26.
Yeah.
So that's 17. And the clasp is no dice. All right. Cool. And that's it for them. Yeah, so I'll just point out, where is it here? I'll just draw it in.
It's frozen.
That's like the wound tunnel.
Yeah.
Did I seriously
I'm
dig all the
going-
way through there?
Fuck yeah.
Huh.
As part of my shouting, I will tell or shout really loudly, "We're aiming for your exit hole," or something like that, and hoping that Nissa will understand what I'm talking.
What? They're gonna stab me in the ass? No. So. All right. Die worms are gone. Nissa, back to you.
I'm assuming I heard that.
Yes, you did. They're a lot closer now. There's no real issue.
Wait, that's still there? Okay. Well, that is on the other side of the oozes now.
Mm-hmm. And I will say, being oozes, you can move through them, but again, it would be automatic opportunity attack if you do that. Because they're
I feel like acid oozes, that's a bad idea anyway.
yeah, they're amorphous, so
Does that mean they're squidgy?
yes, but they have corrosive form, so you can move through them, but you take automatic acid damage by doing so.
Is shove an action?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to grab Knack
Mhm.
and shove straight back into the assault.
Okay.
Is it Nick?
Is that it?
The injured one
Is
or
it
the
Nick that-
non-injured one?
Because Nick.
The non-injured one that's next to me, that the only one I can actually get to right now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the strength, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Knack, do you go or do you resist?
I'm not leaving my brother.
All right, so make an opposed strength check then. Well, actually, you can do acrobatics if you want to dodge out of the way, I guess.
Oh yeah, I could do acrobatics. That's always better. So 14.
I mean, I was going to go up both of them, but okay.
So that's either 21 or.
21, yeah. So you shove, and Nick is nimble enough. Like you hit Nick quite fairly to get him out of the way, but he's so nimble on his feet, he actually dodges completely. Like it's almost like does like a backflip off the wall and lands back down. So.
Damn it, Knack, I'm trying to get to Nick so I can heal him.
Oh. Okay.
Well,
Well,
that didn't work.
But he is a small creature. You can move through.
Yeah, you could just.
Alright, well, in that case, when he moves out of the way, I'll move over.
Okay, so this ooze swings at you as you move out of its space, misses you.
What are we doing now?
I'm waiting for you to do the healing, aren't you? Or you already...
Oh, I thought that was my action to shove.
Well, no, because I'm just saying you didn't actually need to shove.
Okay,
If your purpose was to get through to the other side, that was completely unnecessary. You didn't need to do that, so...
Oh, well, in that case, I'm going to use third level cure wounds on Nick.
Okay.
That's 10 hit points to Nick.
Cool, so Nick is back up on 10.
Thank you.
Rex, all yours.
It's a big thing, and I can hit it, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna jump across
Alright,
behind over here.
well, gotta go this way, but yes.
I do? Okay.
Yeah.
5, 10, 20, 25. Easy.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to smack that thing. That's my sheet. Let's go with a very nice, great weapon attack. Oh, hang on. It's not. Stupid. Sorry, stupid dice. Okay, so that's a 6.
A 6 to hit.
To hit.
That's a miss.
Yep. And we'll go with a second great weapon attack. And that's a 1.
Okay, cool.
Does he hit the 4?
Give me 1 second here. Where's the heart? No, you didn't even do enough damage to damage the heart, so. Because the heart has an AC value as well, so.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's what I do, because like.
Yep. All right. Cool.
Don't hit anything.
Rex, ooze. Oh, good. All right. Well, this ooze is going to continue to beat relentlessly at its goblin snack. So, Nick.
Oh.
Yep, that hits him. 5. Whoop. Yeah, he's unconscious again.
Oh god.
Damn it!
Knack also gets hit for 9. 9, 32.
He's almost dead as well.
Jeez.
When it's my turn, I'm just going to disengage.
Mm-hmm. And then the other ooze on Nissa is a 15 to hit. No, sorry, hang on. Where am I?
As long as it's a plus something, it'll hit.
Yeah, 20 to hit. So acid damage is 16 and another -1 to your armor. And then 5 regular bludgeoning damage.
This is starting to look very hurt.
Mm-hmm. That's it for the oozes. Knick-knack.
I'm going to take Knack still standing, so Knack is going to take Nick and try and get as far away from them. I'm better
Alright.
in the back anyway.
Cool. So, moving up through here you can, but it takes you 4 feet for every one you want to move. So what's your distance? What's your...
My walking speed's 25.
25,
Oh,
so you...
do I still have that 10 plus 10?
Yeah, plus the 10, so you got 35. So you can literally move 2 squares. But this one here is going to make an opportunity attack as you run away.
And hit me?
Yes.
Be dead.
3, 4 damage.
No, I'm still standing.
4 plus... So 19.
Another 19.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Okay.
They're both dead.
So both Nick and Knack
You
are
killed us.
unconscious at the doorway. First death save for Nick, please.
Should I do 2 saves?
No, just do 1 because Knack only went down this round.
17.
17, that's a pass. So Nick. So Nick is on 1 positive, and Knack is on no positive or negatives. All right, Roosh.
That escalated quickly. Alrighty.
Stick around. Roosh might get you back up.
If I walk forward, am I gonna get hit by a thing? If I leave the space?
Yeah, they can attempt to hit you, yes, but you have so much armor, though.
One.
Oh, you see that one?
I can see that one. I can't see the second one.
This one.
There we go. I don't know where it disappeared.
Yeah, he might have been hang on, because they're programmed to not ignore the fog of war. So if part of them's in the fog of war, won't show up to you. There you go. Now it'll ignore the fog of war. So now I can put it over... If I put it over here, can you see it in the darkness?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's why. Cool. So there you go.
Can I see them from where I am?
No. You can see the tunnel, and you can see, like, it's almost closing over. It's a lot thinner than what you would expect an injury like that to actually be, but, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I expect. Alright, we're going to do something possibly incredibly stupid, but we shall see.
Awesome.
Because that wall is closing, yeah?
Well, yeah, it's not closing as you speak, but it looks like it's healing, is what I'm saying. It looks like it's healed.
Yeah.
So it's an injury, it looks like it's been healed over.
I'm going to cast Wall of Fire down the length of it.
Ooh, okay.
And I want to have the Wall of Fire facing, like, into one side to, like, keep it open.
Okay.
But, like right on the edge so that one side is literally sizzling while the other side heals.
Okay.
So if the others come around, they can still pass down that track.
So basically, like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
But I want to cast it all the way up until the butt of this thing. I have 120 feet.
All right. So
Wall of Fire.
Yeah. So keep on going until it hits. It's like that, basically.
Yeah, but not cooking Rex.
Yeah. That's easy.
So that's a dexterity saving throw from that dude.
Okay. Rolling 16. Hang on. Direworm. Here it is. +2, 17. No, 18.
That's a pass, so it will take 11 fire damage.
11 fire
damage.
Right, yeah.
And I'll let you work out how the Terrasque feels about having.
It's not enjoying it.
And then I'm just gonna like scooch forward a little bit, but not leave their space.
Okay.
I don't particularly feel like being wailed on again.
Fair enough. Well, you're about to get wailed on now anyway, so.
True. Although I am pretty cocky in my armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna run for it.
Okay.
So 1, 2,
Alright, so
3.
first one will attempt to do its thing. No. Other one will attempt to do its thing. No. So you get out of there. You're fine.
Those things did over half of my hit points in that turn.
Awesome.
Just saying.
Good work.
Not awesome.
Good
I'm
work.
supposed to be the freaking tank.
Good work, everybody. Alright. Well, the worms aren't particularly intelligent. This one's going to move itself away from the fire, because it doesn't like fire. And this one's also going to move itself away from the fire. And they're going to attempt to wail upon a small goblin that's infesting their heart.
Oh. What does that mean?
Not you, the other small goblin.
Already dead.
That'll hit.
Yep. Alright, cool. What do we got here? This is the whip. So 2d8 plus 4. So 16. So 20 total. Second whip. Hang on. Natural 1. Missed. The claspers. Plus 7. 18.
Hits.
Alright. This is 2d10 plus 4. Where are my d10s? There it is. Ah! Don't do that, Tim. So 12, and you are grappled. So this one here has just wrapped itself around you.
Which one? The bottom one?
The bottom one here, yeah.
Okay.
Does that mean they get advantage on you now, or it just means you can't move, isn't it?
I think it just means I can't move. Condition. Scrap. Yeah, I can't move.
Yeah, cool. All right, so whip on the other one, 24 to hit.
Yeah, hits.
Makes 14. Plus a miss. And another miss. Alright, cool. So these two are happy to deal with you, Rex. Nissa.
I'm coming.
I'm guessing now that there's two small creatures in front of me, they're blocking out the entrance.
No, you can slide past them if you really want to. They are unconscious, so...
Okay. I might just grab the one closest to me.
Mm-hmm.
Whichever one's actually down and not still recovering.
Well, what's your strength, by the way?
It's like 12, it's a +1.
12. What's your carrying capacity? Sorry, what I should have asked.
Is that under equipment?
It's
Or?
in equipment, yeah.
Where do I see that?
It should be up the top.
It says my current weight carried, but it doesn't say.
Yeah, if you click on where it says weight carried and open the sidebar, it will say carrying capacity.
So carrying capacity is 180 pounds, and the push, drag, or lift is 360.
Right. So I just did a basic lookup. An average-sized goblin is 50 pounds. So you could actually pick them both up if you wanted to. Because what's your current holding weight?
I'm currently holding 70, so I could technically pick one up and drag the other.
Yeah. So you can do that if you want. If you want to move them both, you'll just be at half speed though.
I'm just gonna do that and try and get as far up the as
All right.
as
So
I can.
you'll get to the same spot they were attempting to get to. And but opportunity attacks coming your way as you move away. It's a miss. Hit. So it does. Whoop, hang on. 4 bludgeoning and 19 acid, so 23.
No, I'm down.
All right. So it's... All right. Rex.
I'm going to attempt to break free of this stupid worm.
Okay, go for it.
So athletics. Oof. 16 plus 8.
Yeah,
so
16.
that's
Yeah,
what,
the
20?
number you did was 15, so you just... Rah!
Yeah, 24, and just like, get off me!
Yeah, basically.
And, I'm then going to use my bonus action to disengage.
Mm-hmm.
And go whoop, 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 whoop. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 40, 45, 50.
All right, look at you go.
So, because it was action, because it's my action to do the get out of jail free card.
Yeah, so it's action, disengage with your bonus, and then
bonus
you move.
action, and then movement. Yeah, so I'll stick. You know what? Is all of this area here like pools of acid?
There aren't any pools anymore. The acid appears to be attacking your companions over here.
Okay, then I'll step in.
Right.
I'll go to here
Very well.
and be like, Rouge! They're all dead!
That's
And I do it loudly too.
Sorry?
I do it loudly.
Yes. Alright, so the oozes. This one sees you and begins to move towards you. This one here is going to continue snacking on Nissa, who is now in front. So attack with advantage. 13. That's a hit. So it's an automatic hit on you, and it's a critical, so you fail 2 death saves. So you've only got 1 death save left, Nissa.
Don't mind me, I'm just checking out my other character.
And this one here will attack Nick, as it's been doing this entire time. Yep, that hits him, so he fails 2 death saves as well. So he's got one death save remaining.
So when's it my turn?
And this one here will be attacking Rex. And it fucking misses. Of course it does. So yeah, 14 was the hit that I got on you. Ooze, knick-knack. Alright, so here it goes. Nick, roll your 20.
If I roll, I'll die.
If you roll a 1 to 9, Nick dies.
Oh god.
He's dead.
Nick died.
Oh god.
He just dissolves into acid.
Oh no.
Not so fast. I am just around the corner.
Yeah, but he's failed 3 death saves, so...
Well,
Yeah, but he doesn't
I only
dissolve
failed
into
one.
acid.
He's beginning to dissolve into acid.
I can work with that.
Alright, fine. And then another death save for Knack, please.
Don't fail twice.
I'm
Don't
rolling
have enough
really
time
low.
for this.
15! You're good. Alright, so Knack is up.
Hey!
But Nick is skeleton sad face.
Nick by himself isn't that great.
He's a lot faster than what Nick is, though, now. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, no, that spell has concentration, so you're good. Nick Knack. Roosh, here you come.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't want to roll, I wanted to rotate. Does that count as being able to see everyone?
Yes, you definitely can.
Alright. Not throw my shit on the floor.
Alright, so...
Let's see if it's touch.
Beg your pardon?
Is it touch range or is it?
Mass healing word?
Oh.
No, it's not touch range. I just need to be able to see everyone. Shouting through walls apparently doesn't count.
No, you need to be able to see them. So you shout,
Wake
"Wake up, bitches!"
Yeah, basically. Let's do the level 5. So you'd think that 3d4 plus 3 would actually be worth something. But y'all get 9 points of healing.
Alright.
Everyone gets 9 points.
So Knack is up on 9, Nis is up on 9, Nick is still dead.
Oh.
So that then is action.
And you get 9 for yourself too, Roosh.
Yeah. And I believe basically everyone gets 9 healing.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that hit I took as well after I was knocked out, took another point off my
your
AC.
armor, yeah, it did.
Okay.
Yeah, every hit takes 1 point off your armor as it dissolves.
Mm-hmm.
And while I'm at it, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on the ooze in front of me, because Mass Healing Word is a bonus action.
Alright, go for it.
So could the ooze please make a dexterity saving throw?
It would love to do that. 14.
Nope. Have 8 radiant damage.
8
ooze
radiant damage. Yeah. Ooh.
From Bernie Fire.
Bernie Fire. Yeah.
Bernie Fire.
Yep, cool. Alright, awesome.
That will end my turn. I'm gonna
Alright.
put a shield over my head because I don't want to get dripped on.
The dire worms. What's their movement? Not that fast. Okay, that's good. For you guys, at least, anyway. So... Only have a 20-foot movement. So...
Pretty slow.
Yeah. Cool, so that's it for them. Nissa, you're awake, but prone.
Well, I will get up,
That's half your movement.
and am now pissed off that I got knocked out, so I'm just going to swing wave at the closest one.
Alright, go for it.
22 to hit,
That hits.
6 damage. Pierce. Does 10 hit?
Does hit, yeah.
And another 6 damage.
6. And your third attack.
$16 to hit.
That hits.
It's 3 damage.
3 damage. Nice. Swinging away like crazy. Okie dokie. Rex. Rex.
Sorry, microphone. I will swingy swing at this thing.
Go for it.
With... Oh, sorry. First off, I'm going to use my bonus action to make sure that I am being very angry.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will swing.
Very good. It's a quick question. What is... just do your thing first.
Okay. I am... Yep. Okay, so... That is 16 plus 6, so 22.
Definitely hits, yeah.
So, got... okay, so 7 plus 2 is 9, plus 7 is 16, plus 10 is 26 points.
Is this slashing damage?
This is the magical slashing variety because of Black Razor.
Yeah.
And then I will do...
Alright, so... Hold on a second. So as you hit this creature... You slice through it. And... It splits in half.
Okay. Does it, yeah, is there 2 of them, or is it just...
No, there's now 2 of them, yeah. But they're now small. It's basically... It was large, now it's 2 medium creatures.
Okay, then. Well, I will... swing again at the small one, the closest smaller one. So that's 19 to hit.
That hits.
And that's another 7, 9, 16, 26 points onto that one. Yeah, I'm not seeing whatever's like right here.
1 second, I'll fix it up in a moment. I need the eraser. Whoa, what have I done? Too many erasers.
Oh, there we go. Yep.
Better now?
Yeah, I can see this one now.
Cool. So there now should be 3 there.
Cool. question for you.
Yes.
Does splitting them in half count as killing them, or?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Then I believe that is my turn.
Okie dokie. Yeah, so you hit it 3 times. You turned a large creature into 2 mediums and a medium into 2 smalls. So.
Yep.
All right. Okay. So the oozes. This one's gonna move to here. This one's gonna move to here, and this one's gonna move to here. This one is actually going to move over to here as well. And this one is going to move to here. You get an opportunity to attack Nissa as the one moves away from you.
$19 to hit.
That hits.
7 damage.
7 damage. Alright. Cool. Alright, so these smaller ones, Rex. In fact, so this small one here, Roosh, is going to hit you. This one here, or attempt to hit you anyway.
Bad luck.
Although it is only +5 to hit, so it needs a critical to hit you regardless. Because 24 to hit you.
Nope.
Yep. Against Rex, 16?
Misses.
Misses. And the other one misses as well. Alright. This big one, also going to go at you, Rex, which also misses. And this one here at you, Nissa. 17. I think that's going to knock you down again.
Yeah.
6 plus the acid. Yeah, so you're unconscious again.
Yeah, I'm down again.
Yeah. Cool, that's it for the oozes. Knick-knack, or Nick, I should say.
Rip.
I'm going to attack one.
Okay. So it's going to whip out your crossbows and shoot.
Can I, as a bonus action, give my medicine to?
You can attempt to, but he's dead. Your medicine
No,
will have no
I was talking
effects.
about-
Oh, to Nissa. Yes, it takes an action if you want to get her back up.
Oh, so I won't be able to.
No, so yeah, so what you can do is you can use your action to pour a potion down her throat and wake her up, and then you can use your bonus action to fire your crossbow.
Okay, I'll do that.
Because you got the crossbow master thing.
So I believe it's 2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
Damn, I'm rolling terrible. Okay, 1.
So
7.
yeah, so you're back up on 7, Nissa. As as Knack heals you up, and then you get your single shot.
19.
19 hits.
10.
10.
Am I able to do Fury of the Small as well?
Yes, you can. So you do another 10 points of damage to it. Good call. All right.
That was for Nick.
He's like, this is for Nick, you bastards! Roosh, you're up.
I want to push myself into the middle, like past, like.
Well, that's actually in the middle of 4 different squares. So, I say if you do that, you're going to be taking acid damage from 3 individual oozes.
Acid damage or just attacks?
Acid damage. If a creature touches the pudding or hits with a melee attack, you take acid damage. Oh, by the way, you should have taken acid damage. Rex, don't
I
count
had
this.
wondered if you'd conveniently forgotten about that.
I'd forgotten about that. 11 acid for you, Rex.
Sure, I will take 5.
10 I share a space with Rex because we're both small creatures.
Sure, if you want to. What are you trying to do, by the way?
Hit as many creatures as possible with my AoE.
Oh, well, how big is your AoE?
5 feet.
Right.
Does that say 5 creatures or 5 enemies?
5 feet range.
Yeah, that's not what I asked.
Well, hang on, you can go... Was it you hit 5, 10... If you wanted to, you could go here.
Hmm.
That'd get you 2. Without having to confine yourself to a Rex's square.
I don't mind being confined to Rex's square. I'm hoping to kill the 2 small losers.
Alright.
And then I was going to move.
Okay. Well, just do that then. I'll let you do that. It's fine.
So can I get concentration saving throws?
Concentration saving throws.
From-
Whoa.
Not concentration. Constitution.
Yeah.
It says con.
Yeah, yeah.
And I will make a constitution.
No, you do not have to make a constitution saving throws. Creatures of my choice.
It's a word of radiance.
Yes, creatures of my choice.
Okay.
I'm not going to burn you on
Alright,
purpose.
no, I thought it was every...
2 12s and an 8, so I'm guessing that's 3 fails.
That is 3 fails.
Okay.
That is 9 radiant damage to all 3 oozes.
Alright, so... 9, 9, and 9. Okay, cool. You're all still up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's my action.
Yeah, it's a miss.
Let's do... bonus action to another mass kill room.
Okay.
Because people are hurting.
Mm-hmm.
Mass healing wording.
Yeah, yeah. I knew what you meant.
9 points of healing. I used less dice and rolled the same number. That's rude.
So Nat gets another 9, and Nissa gets another 9. And
Thank
Rex
you.
gets another 9.
And Rex get 9, and I get 9.
You get 9! You get 9! Everybody gets 9!
Everyone gets 9.
The dire worms. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Do not get 9.
Yeah, so they're in the tunnel. That's it for them. Nissa.
I wish I could turn that fire around.
Is that still right next to that one?
Correct.
This is gonna move. I think this one round I'm just gonna disengage and get around it.
Okay. Wise choice.
Mhm.
Alright, Rex.
And that's my action. So
Cool, Rex.
Okay, let's go for the small one.
Go for it.
Keep slapping them down. So I'll go for whichever one's the closest currently.
Yeah, it's 2 either or, so.
Oh, there's a natural 20.
Cool.
So
Mini dice.
I mean, it's going to be probably in excess of like 30 points of damage.
Okay.
Just mathing.
Okay. Roll your dice.
Okay. So 12, so 12, 18, 20, 30. Actually, it is 30. Exactly.
Cool, so you whack this thing for 30 points of damage, and you see your blade just whoosh, slice through it, and it's still there.
Then I swing, I guess, at the next one.
Go for it.
That's gonna be a, like, 9 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, okay. 9 hits. That's 9, 11, 21 points.
Cool.
On to the next one.
Still there.
Still there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you get your bonus attack if you want to hit the bigger one, but you'll likely end up splitting it again.
Yeah, I'm sort of concerned that my sword's not doing anything,
My sword's broken.
and I probably go something along the lines of, Black Razor, what are you doing?
I don't know. They got no souls. They're just slicing them into bits. This is weird. Never happened to me before.
And I might use my bonus action to disengage.
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15, 8, 25, 30. Let's go 35.
Okay, so your engagement range with this one, though, just so you know.
Yep.
Ah, that's cool. All right, so it's the ooze's turn now. So we go. Oop, hang on. Slime, 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 slime. 3 attacks on Roosh. Nope. And 2 attacks on Rex. 15 is the highest out of that.
No.
No. Cool. You have unarmored defense, correct?
Correct, I don't wear armor.
Yeah, sorry, that's I was just gonna get the words out of my mouth. That's all good. Because well, actually, let me just read here. A non-magic armor almost partially does on takes penalty. Yeah, okay, that's fine. All good. Never mind. Yeah, I wasn't sure whether it was just saying a thing that regardless you take a -1 penalty, but no, it just affects the armor to a -1, and once the AC equals 10, the armor's destroyed. So that's all good. So, which would be interesting, saying, I'm just going to eat away your skin. Oh, look at that, your armor's destroyed because your AC is now 10. Cool.
No
That's
skin left.
yeah, that's it for the ooze. Knack.
Did someone say I'm a prophet of the temple of whatever it was? Forgotten Beacon or something?
Yes.
I'm just gonna shoot them.
Fire away.
23.
23 hits.
5.
For 5.
That's the worst I can do.
Yep. First and second attack.
21.
21. Mm-hmm.
5.
Another 5. Keeping it consistent.
It's been a bad rolling time.
Now that you sort of composed yourself, you are now able to. Actually, no, because your third attack was based on having your 2, so you don't get that one. That's okay. Never mind. Forget that I was saying anything. And you can only do Fury the Small once, correct? All right, cool. So.
Well,
No worries.
I could do it on behalf.
Yes, and no, you get it once as a pair. So all right, so that's it for Knick-Knack Roosh.
Constitution saving throws, please.
Yep, so this will just be it's +3, so 15, 22, and 14.
The 14 fails.
14 fails, okay. So it takes 11, you said? Or 9 last time, but...
I didn't say a number.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I rolled the wrong dice. 6 radiant damage.
6. It's only on the fail that it works?
Yep.
Right, cool.
Because it's a cantrip.
Yeah, got it. No worries.
Which one did I hit with that?
This one.
That one, and it's still up.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping that they would be dead by.
I think everyone was hoping they'd be dead by now. So.
Yes.
You're not wrong.
I would like to shout at everyone to make their way towards me to the open hole where the fire is,
Going out that way, it's safer. Ish. Bring the dead.
Very well.
And
I know what's in there. I don't want to go back that way.
well, we can actually walk that way. We can't walk the other way. Apparently, it just throws you out here. You can't get back. So.
Oh, I should actually no, because Nissa would know this too. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed as to whether it's actually showing up on the map. This.
Ah, no.
No, I didn't
No,
see
Oh
what
that.
is
yes, I
that?
forgot about that.
Sorry, I forgot to mention that.
What's that?
So well, Nissa can explain. But basically, it looks like the interior of a tower has speared its way into the stomach, and there's actually a crack in the side.
I had completely forgotten about that.
You couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Well, I saw it when last time I was here.
Yeah, but like you couldn't see it right now this second. Sorry.
Yeah, so I thought it was revealed. I couldn't tell whether it was actually showing up or not, because I can't actually see what you guys can see.
Well, my statement remains unchanged because I didn't realize that was there.
Mhm.
Do I do another healing word, or do I bonk it? I think I'm gonna leave it.
Okay.
Let's leave it there.
All right.
Yeah.
The dire worms, they hear the as you see the head of one sticking out through the tunnel.
Stick the oozes on the diagram.
And that's it. That's all they can do. That's their movements. Nissa, you're up.
Nissa's gonna yell, "Everyone get to the tower!" and start running for it.
Okay.
I believe we've left a skeleton behind.
No, the body's still there. It's just bubbling away.
I did say grab the dead.
Yeah. Alright, Nissa's gonna... is Knack up?
Knack's up.
Okay, Nissa's gonna go and grab Nick's skeleton.
Okay. So you go 5, 10, and then 15,
I'm gonna...
20...
Yeah.
What's your movement, by the way?
My movement is currently 25, but I'm gonna dash to try and get to the tower as well.
Alright, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40. Yeah, so you make it to the tower with Nick.
Don't question it, just run!
I run.
Rex, you're up, though.
Okay. Well, I will disengage
Mm-hmm.
as my bonus action,
Ah, damn it.
and then
Oh, fine.
dash with my my action.
Sure.
So 5, 10. I grab.
you grab Knack.
I grab Knack.
Yeah.
Put her over my head, and go. So what I do? 5, 10.
Mm-hmm.
So then 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I'm like, yeah.
All right.
Save the goblins.
It's the ooze. So this ooze.
Red Gobbo to safety.
So,
Red Gobbo
to the rescue.
to the rescue. That's the one.
There you go. All right. So these guys are going to
Members aren't supposed to rest people.
attacking you, Rex. Oh, hang on, wrong one. +5. So 18.
It hits.
And the other one is higher than that. So you take 4, 10, 16 bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
And 46 acid damage.
46, so 23. Cool.
Hey.
And then these 3 will attack Roosh. Nope. Needs the 20. Alright. That's it for the ooze. Nick. Sorry, Knack, you're being carried by a goblin, but there are oozes. You can shoot them if you wish on your way out.
Yes, I wish to shoot them.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. I should
That hits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I need to do that. What again? 5.
5, alright. Next attack.
At least you're hitting.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't really miss. My dexterity's really high.
Yeah, but I think the only way Knack can miss is with a natural 1.
Where is it? So 17.
That hits.
6.
6. Alright. So with that final shot, you hit this one and it actually goes poof, and explodes.
Yeah!
Okay. Roosh, you're up.
Knack killed one.
Con saving throws, please. Oh, actually, no, I changed my mind.
Alright.
I'm going to disengage
Very good.
and step backwards away.
Yep. Cool.
What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4.
4. So you got one more square you can do. Yeah. Yeah.
5. Action, movement, bonus action. Yeah, we'll leave it there.
Alright. Dire worms. They come in and see you still and continue their pursuit. Nissa.
I am going to cast Spike Growth right where all of them are standing.
Very good.
Just in front of it, between us and them.
How big is that?
It's a 20-foot
Radius?
diameter.
Radius.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, that's gonna. Oh, hang on.
One of the oozes was shot by a ranged weapon exploding. And the dire worms have now checked into the stomach. And I continue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much that whole area.
Yeah. Cool.
And Nissa has just put spikes in between us and them.
All right, done. Anything else?
No, I think that'll be it for the moment.
Cool. Rex.
Continue to run with a small gobbo into the
Mm-hmm.
thing.
You are into the thing.
And
Yep.
I put a gobbo down.
Okay. Very good. The oozes. So all of these oozes, seeing a much tastier target in the form of these dire worms, they're going to move to attack. What's the damage that they take?
It's 2d4 piercing for every 5 feet.
All right. So this one doesn't move at all. So one goes 5. So 10. Alright, so what one does two, one does 1 square, one does 2 squares.
That one takes 3 damage. It does 1.
3 damage, yeah.
And 8 damage to the one that goes to.
Alright. Cool. So these guys are just going to start fighting each other. This ooze here, it's going to exit out. So, but it's still going to go straight through it. So it's going to go 10 feet towards Roosh.
I could not see that. There is a big black spot right in the middle there.
Is there?
Hmm.
There isn't for me.
There is on mine.
Yeah, what I really should do is just make it this. There. Have I put it there? Is it still there now?
Yes, there now.
Yeah. So I've just made it ignore the fog of war, so it'll always show up through the fog of war.
Now, was that in the radius?
Yeah,
or
yeah,
not?
because it's in touching the circle in both instances. So.
Okay, so 10 feet for that one.
Yeah. So.
13 damage to that one.
13. Alright. Cool. And then it's going to attempt to slap Roosh and fail to do so. Alright. That's it for the oozes. Knack.
Just shooting.
It's going to shoot out the hole. Yeah.
21.
Hits.
7.
7.
No, 6.
6.
Of course.
Getting better.
11.
11
No.
hits.
What did I roll? Was it 11?
Unless you rolled a hit.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 9.
Again, that's your roll to hit. You've done that. You need to do your damage. 7 again. Cool. Alright. Okay. Yep, still up. Every time you hit it, the arrows go into it, and you see bits of it fly off, but then the arrows just sizzle away.
Oh, maybe I should try a different type of arrow if I notice it.
Alright. That's that. For Roosh.
Moving away from that big guy.
Mm-hmm. Disengaging or just moving?
Just moving.
Yep.
1.
So close.
Oh, hang on. I might not need to move. Nissa's got the dead guy, doesn't she?
She does, yeah.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna lean over and tap. Is it Knack?
Nah. It's Nick.
Tap Nick with Death Ward.
So what does that do? Isn't it too late for that?
That stops sorry, not Death Ward, Gentle Repose.
Gentle
I
Repose,
have the
thank
right
you.
spell open, but I read the wrong one.
Right, cool.
Basically, I'm stopping the decay,
Yeah.
so I can cast the less expensive resurrection spell.
Yep. Cool.
Because it hasn't been 10 turns yet.
Yes.
So, I can cast a 300 gold diamond.
Yeah, so you can do
instead of
Revivify.
gold diamond one.
Yeah, cool.
But I will have to take a long rest before I can do that because apparently I haven't prepared that spell. So,
Very good.
I'm not expecting to resurrect people.
I think you should.
I will,
so-
but I have to rest first.
I think you should, because I need my character back, bitch.
Wait, didn't we get a bag of holding at some point?
Sorry?
Didn't we get a bag of holding?
Rouge has one now, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a goblin's small enough to go inside of one.
Yeah, definitely.
So having done that as my action, I kind of want to like push Nissa behind me and plug the hole.
Sure.
So,
So-
I'm gonna, how do you want to?
Yeah. Shove. Yeah.
Will that break my concentration?
No. It's only if you take
Okay.
damage. If then you have to make the check.
Alright.
Cool. Dire worms. So they attack and they actually completely destroy the two smaller ones with their whip attacks. Or do they? Hang on.
Whose idea was it to sick the worms on the ooze?
No, they're fine.
I like their idea.
And this one here takes a significant amount of damage, but does not die just yet. The worms in turn are also injured. Okay, so that's that for them. Nissa.
I'm going to fire my arrows at the closest one.
Go for it.
$25 to hit.
That hits.
10 damage.
10. Yep.
Does 9 hit?
9 hits.
Another 5 damage.
Another 5. Alright. So your second arrow hits it, and this one, boom, pops.
Query.
Yes?
My wall of fire has been sizzling the inside of the Terrasque for a little while.
Yes?
Doing 5d8 fire damage each turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming it's failing its dex saving throw to not take damage.
It's kind of difficult to dodge fire inside yourself.
Yeah. I just wanted to bring that up so you could account for that in your head.
Okay, sure. If it becomes relevant, I will...
But that's a thing that's happening.
Yes, if it becomes a relevant thing, I will pay attention to it.
Yeah. And when I'm out of 120 feet, that's when my concentration break.
Cool. Rex, you're up.
Or a minute.
Uh,
Oh my goodness, cat. You
That's
just
a-
exit the room.
That's an angry cat.
no, not angry. He just wants attention.
Well, that too.
I'm going to leave the doorway to the people in the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to look around here. Is that a step or something?
That is a sideways trapdoor, so it looks like a portal in the wall. Actually, hang on. Let me get the description for you. What once was a proud tower at the center of Waterdeep is now a pipe that looks like it's entering the Terrasque gut. Acidic ooze cascade on the floor around you, and oozes down what appears to be a spiral staircase. Oh no, not in this room here. Sorry. You flick open the hatch and you see. Hang on, where's my eraser so I can show you?
That'd be helpful.
It's the next section. Ah, jeez.
2 erasers.
2 erasers. There we go. So, opening up the hatch and looking inside, you see another room on its side with what looks like viewing ports. Then you just see acid filling this entire area and flowing down this spiral staircase further down into the creature.
Okay. Then I will close it back. I'll pull the latch or push it back up, whichever, and make my way around over here and just sort of pop my head out and see, sort of keep an eye on what's going on.
No worries. The oozes, they attack the worms. Knick-knack, your turn.
28 to hit.
That hits.
Oh god, 5. I keep rolling ones.
But with the damage that the worms have done to it, that's enough to pop this one as well. So, boom, that one.
Woohoo! No more acid damage.
Yeah. And then they've taken acid damage as well from all of their hits.
Did I get my second hit?
You don't need to. You can do your second attack on one of the worms if you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
29.
That's a natural 20, you fool.
Oh,
It's a critical hit.
I got a critical hit.
So she's so excited about the critical hit. So you do...
You're gonna hear it in her voice.
Yeah, 10 plus 3, so you did 13 points of damage on that one. Alright, cool. Yep, alright, cool. Alright, the worms are still up. Roosh.
Okay. Let's have a wisdom saving throw from the worm closest to the fire.
To the fire. It's not wise at all. It rolled a 2.
Excellent.
It is -2 wisdom. -3 wisdom, sorry.
So I don't know why it automatically does that one instead. 2d12.
Ooh.
9 radiant necromantic damage.
Ooh,
Necrotic
that's
damage.
necrotic damage. Even better.
Yeah, that's the one.
Nasty.
My favorite.
Alright, well, it didn't like that at all. So on its turn, you see it screams and it turns its head down and it burrows into the Terrasque's stomach and just disappears. This one, however, is going to attempt to get to you, so it's going to move 20 feet straight towards you. Nissa, start rolling your spikes, please. One more roll, I think. It's 4 rolls.
19 damage.
19. Nice. All right. So this one, as it's crawling on, it's going, and then it gets to this point here, and it sort of looks at you with a look of like, ah, fuck it, it's not worth it, and then leaves. It does the same thing. It burrows into the ground and leaves.
Too hard a meal. Not worth the little bit of flesh.
Exactly. All right, you are now out of initiative.
Well, that was unpleasant.
Just a bit. Oh, also this tower goes all the way through the side of the Terrasque. I probably should have mentioned that earlier.
As into the outside.
Yep,
Wouldn't this have been a better way to get inside the Terrasque?
probably, but you know, it was waking up, so I went with what we had at the time.
The mouth.
Yeah, pretty much.
Biggest facepalm action happening right now.
And Knack is just cradling his brother, and you see for the first time the two goblins no longer in the long coat.
Side by side?
Side by side, yes.
I'm sorry, Knack.
Doesn't say anything, just looking sad.
I'll come over and pat him on the shoulder.
Well, we should let him go to waste.
Ah! He's not going to waste. Once I've had a rest, I will bring him back to life.
But he's dead.
For now. Death is temporary. And I flex a little bit.
Huh?
I got to him in time. I can bring him back to life tomorrow with some diamond.
Huh? I'm not carrying him the whole time.
Is it Nick or is it Knack? I talk to the alive one.
He goes, it's Knack.
This might seem a little uncouth or uncaring. My suggestion is, until tomorrow when I can bring your brother back to life again, we put him in the bag so Rex doesn't eat him.
Yeah, that's fair. Yes, they're suggesting that they put Nick in the bag of holding so Rex doesn't eat him. So I'm just playing your voice saying, yeah, that sounds fair.
Rex would eat him?
Yeah, Rex wants to eat your brother.
Only the leg.
Oh my god.
He doesn't need it.
He's going to need his
He
leg.
will need it tomorrow.
Can you just get him a new one?
No.
Sure, I'll cut off your leg and put it on him. How does that sound?
I'm alive. You can't have
I
mine.
can fix that.
But what? No.
So, how about we leave him as he is? And I will fix him tomorrow when I'm able to cast the spell. Goblins are better when they're whole.
I beg to differ. There's more meat on the legs.
Yes, but we're not eating this.
And I think at that note, it's probably a good pinpoint to finish up today's session. What do you all think? Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you, Punkish Vampire, for joining in with our game. Please remember to like and subscribe if you have not done so already. I have been your humble DM, Tim, and on behalf of Rex, Knickknack, Nissa, and Roosh, remember to keep on blending, and we will catch you all in the next session. Bye!